It's taken 61 years, but it's finally happening. Hi folks, my name is Greg Crable, and this is my podcast, Something I Learned Yesterday, where I take one issue, often from the world of publishing, and try to explain it in just a few minutes. Last week I was on a camping trip with some friends, listening to the Ravens game on the radio. I had this premonition that the next play would be an interception. I called it, and I was right. The same thing happened yesterday with the Redskins game. I don't call them the Commanders. Also, the same day, my wife asked what kind of cake I wanted for my birthday. I said cheesecake. And a couple hours later, her boss and his wife showed up at the front door with a cheesecake as a Thanksgiving gift. Amazing, right? I'm not only a prophet, but I can manifest cheesecakes at will. Now, you don't believe that any more than I do, I hope. The world is full of weird coincidences that have more to do with where we focus our attention than anything magical. The truth is that we're plagued with all kinds of magical, irrational thoughts, which are more politely called cognitive biases. It's important to know them so that you can recognize them when they creep up in your own mind, in conversations, in advertising, in sales pitches, and so on. I take my close brush with the mastery of the occult as a sign that I should mention these cards, which I've mentioned before. I have a deck. One of the decks is called Critical Thinking cards, and it has 24 logical fallacies and 24 cognitive biases. The other deck is on a different topic I'll mention in a minute. They're a great way to refresh your recollection of how to think properly, which is an important skill, especially as we seem to have normalized the idea that it's okay for politicians and advertisers to lie to us all the time. Now, if you're interested in these cards, go to schoolofthought.org and click on the projects link. Some of the biases explained in the cards include anchoring, the Dunning-Kruger effect, optimism and pessimism bias, and the availability heuristic, along with others. Among the logical fallacies are begging the question, the genetic fallacy, the no true Scotsman fallacy, I kind of like that one, and the bandwagon effect. It's important to understand both logical fallacies and cognitive biases, so you don't get fooled by them on the one hand, but on the other, so that you don't mislead other people by using them. Now, the other deck of cards is 52 brainstorming tools, and this one's very interesting. It gives you different ways to be creative. One that I particularly like is called Think Like the Devil, where you take a particular idea and you say, what if I had absolutely no moral constraints? What might I do? But there are 51 other interesting brainstorming tools. So I encourage you to get those cards, look them through, and if you find anything interesting in there or find it useful, give me a call. I'd like to hear about it. Thanks so much for your time, and have a good day.